Their plans to impeach Trump get savagely ripped apart by Lady Liberty for VeteranAF.com. It finally happened. Liberals and the Democratic left have been shut down by the House on the bogus impeachment attempts. That's right. As of December 6th, the House vote of 364 to 58 crushed the baseless article of impeachment that had previously been presented by Democratic Texas Rep. Al Green, who based his attempt to impeach Trump on his own assumption that President Trump is a racist. Green really isn't one to point that finger of accusations in the first place under their circumstances of his less than racially inclusive remarks over the years. Ironically, many of the Democrats that have pushed back at Trump since the election actually took a stand and shut down the time wasting of the impeachment vote. Pelosi stated, "Now is not the time to consider impeachment," while spokesman Raj Khan said it's disappointing that extremists in Congress still refuse to accept the president's decisive victory in last year's election. Their time would be better spent focusing on tax relief for American families and businesses and working to fund our troops and veterans through the holiday season rather than threaten a government shutdown. Pelosi went on to urge and almost beg her Democratic allies to shut down and stop the impeachment nonsense. She has clearly come to terms, at least partially, that Trump is here to stay, and it may be the best to make the best out of it. According to Politico, House Democrats overwhelmingly joined Republicans on Wednesday to defeat an attempt to impeach President Donald Trump, but 58 Democrats supported the bid to consider impeachment over the objections of House Democratic leaders who viewed the measure as a distraction in the Republican-controlled Congress. The motion to sideline the measure, killing the effort, was approved 364 to 58, with 4 Democrats voting present. The vote was forced by Representative Al Green of Texas, who introduced articles of impeachment describing Trump as a bigot who incites hate and has demeaned the presidency. Donald John Trump, by causing such harm to the society of the United States, is unfit to be president and warrants impeachment, trial, and removal from office, Green told on the House floor as he introduced the articles. But Green, a 7-term Houston area lawmaker, said his conscience compelled him to push forward with the measure, even though he acknowledged he was unlikely to succeed. Now is the time to consider articles of impeachment, Democrat leader Nancy Pelosi and Minority Whip Steny Hoyer said in a joint statement shortly after Green introduced his articles of impeachment. The House quickly dismissed the effort, labeling Green and all his allies extremists. It's disappointing that extremists in Congress still refuse to accept the president's decisive victory in last year's election. Spokesman Raj Shah said in a statement their time would be better spent focusing on tax relief for American families and businesses and working to fund our troops and veterans through the holiday season rather than to threaten a government shutdown. Pelosi and her top allies urged Democrats to help bottle up the measure during a closed-door caucus meeting on Wednesday morning. But Green offered the proposal as a so-called privilege motion, a procedural tactic that allows a single member to force a vote. He had flirted with forcing a vote on articles of impeachment in October, but backed away amid pressure from Democratic leaders at the time. Republican leaders then moved to the table the motion, a procedural step to bottle it up indefinitely. Green's article of impeachment cite Trump's remarks in the aftermath of a white supremacist rally in Charlottesville. I mean, give it a break. Give it a break. You saw that, there is 58. There are 58 people that voted to impeach him, but 364 against. I mean, what more do you need? Sit down, Al Green, and shut up. Like, basically, that's the bottom line. Are you kidding me? This is total insanity, you know? The Democrats are going to lose the next election because of all this attacking Trump. That's the only thing they have to talk about. Attacking Trump. Nothing for the good of the nation. What they fail to realize is, what message, what are you bringing to the table for people to be voting Democrat? People are starting to wake up and see that the Democratic Party is a total corrupt mess. The Democratic Party stands for none other than corruption. That's why they're so dead set against Trump. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.